Good evening, everybody. It's now June the 22nd. It's a Sunday. We're going to wrap up the market and just talk about what's been going on. But as you guys can already tell, the market is in absolute shambles right now. So there's not really a lot of good news to be given to people right now due to the fact that, hey, the world is getting destroyed. There's war on every front or looming of it even more. And just so much geopolitical conflicts right now that it's causing us to have these potential major dips in the market, and it's reflecting very heavily in the markets right now. So it's been a while since I've updated you guys, but I wanted to give you a fairly quick update in less than 10 minutes. So right now, guys, welcome, by the way. For those that don't know me, my name is Philakone. I've been in crypto now for about 10 years, and I'm known as a day trader that also invests for the long term for each cycle. But right now, as it stands for day trading, it's very, very difficult. I'm not really making any type of major profits right now. Yesterday I was trading, and might be the last few times I'm going to make some profit. Yesterday I made 4,000 plus 350 plus another 370 plus 350 plus 224. So it was a pretty reasonable day, but the days are getting much more difficult, as you guys can tell right now. And Bitcoin has been on a major drop ever since this whole Israel-Iran thing has been going on. Actually, even prior to that. So tons of conflicts in the world, which we're not going to get into. We're only going to talk about it from a technical perspective. And let's try to update you guys in less than 10 minutes. So welcome, everybody. 10 years in the game, and I'm going to try to give you the best possible advice in the shortest period of time. So everybody's asking me, do I think that the bull market's over? 50-50, right? It's hard not to believe that there is the possibility of a bull market ending already because of the way the price action is being dictated in the charts. If you take a look at, for example, in 2021, we had a high, and then we had a dip, and then another high, and then after that, we bull trapped at the top over there, and then it sent it flying down. Once that eventually happened, it was pretty much over. And you can see something very similar here as well, where we had a top, we broke down, we broke above it slightly, and then we came back down. So what's very significant about this, in my opinion, are these two things, okay? So we trended like this for a very long time. Do you guys see this green indicator? That's the kernel. It's basically an EMA on steroids, or a trend indicator on steroids. This green line, it dictates that the bull market was continuing for a long time, as you can see. And then eventually it turns red one time, right? That's where everybody thought that the bull market was over. But what ended up happening was we recovered one last time before it finally continued to go down forever. So it was green, turned red, green, and then one more time it turned red, it was over. And that's on the weekly chart. You can see right here that we eventually stayed green for a while, and here's the first time we turned red. And now we're green again. But if this turns red, man, I don't think that the market's going to be what you think it's going to be. Keep in mind that it's been many days after the Bitcoin halving already. There was always that possibility of how I was talking about the bull market could continue on the 400 and something day. Which day was it again exactly? On the 435th day. That's where there's a potential for a major altcoin season to begin. It happened in 2017 and in 2021. So because of that, there was a potential. But right now, guess what day we're on? We're on currently day 428, which is only 1 week away from the other cycles. The other cycles, they reach these dates, day 435 roughly, the bull market kicks off for altcoins. And now we're on day 428. I don't think that it's going to be what we think. And if you take a look at this date over here, like the ROI after halving, in general, the bull market will last up to about 545 days. Okay. We are already on day right now 428 about, right? So maybe we've got, if the bull market were to continue based off of historical trend, maybe we have 4 good months left. 4 months from now is when? July, August, September, maybe October, right? The latest would be October, where we could top if we continue. But the way that things are going right now, it's looking very, very difficult. You're seeing that, for example, on the weekly chart, the MACD is starting to show momentum coming down. You're starting to see on the 4-day chart, it actually crossed over already. And these crossovers are very, very scary. Because if you take a look at the recent crossovers in 2021, for example, okay, this is what happens. When we break to the top, just check this out. We break to the top over there, right? You can see that the previous one over here, the last high, I'm talking about this guy over here, okay, we get a lower MACD. And then once it crosses, right, it ends up just continuing down. And you can see a very similar thing here right now where this is a higher MACD, right? Lower price point, but a higher price there. And then it starts to cross down. So it's following the same pattern right now as 2021. There's no doubt about it. Unless it changes very soon, which, hate to say it, I'm more skeptical than anything right now. The best way I can put this without trying to give you financial advice is that I'm not going to be buying for a very, very long time. Okay, guys, a very long time. And if you take a look at some charts, and how many days again does it take until we end up reaching a bottom? Let me double check. So just for example, if we go to the Bitcoin index of all time, we can calculate how many days it took for the bull market to reach bottom. And in 2017, it took roughly about 1 year. You can say about 1 year. 1 year to 400 days, something like that. And then if you take a look at the other bull market, how long it took to bottom out, it took about the same thing, about 1 year to 400 days. So if the bull market does finish around now, right, and we confirm it, unfortunately, I'll be waiting anywhere from 1 year to maybe a year and 2 months to start dollar cost averaging. Because based off of historical trends, I've proven that we've taken about 365 to about 400 days for us to reach bottom. And that's when I'll DC again. But right now, there's no point of going into a major long position. We are too far near a possible top, and it's not worth the risk, in my opinion, to substantially add to a position. Now, this is not financial advice in any way, but I think that the most logical thing to do would be to just hold off and wait for our next potential bottom rather than going heavy into any type of position with too much risk near the end of a cycle. And altcoins are getting wrecked right now. We're talking about, Ethereum. Ethereum got wrecked hard, guys. Ethereum dropped 25% already. Ethereum is in this really ugly pattern right now. Don't worry, guys. By 2030, Bitcoin's gonna break out. So 5 more years. Just give it a little bit more time. And Bitcoin just ended up breaking below 101K, which is around over here, which held before. And because we broke it, the next logical support's around 93K, around here, 92, 93K, or 91K rather. Maybe a little bit higher, I'd say here first, 93K. 93 to 91K is a reasonable range for support. So that's where we're heading next. Now, there's probably going to be a lot of bumps and hiccups along the way. It's not going to fall directly there, but I do believe it's eventually going to get there. And it's just a matter of time until proven otherwise. Until we actually break above the all-time high and altcoins end up soaring to the moon, there's absolutely no reason to believe that there's going to be another bull market. So right now, the total 3 is looking reasonable. It's getting to this particular price point, which may signal a very good buying opportunity very, very soon. And whenever the market does get to these ranges, it ends up bouncing in a very extreme way. So I'm getting a little bit excited about it. And I'm just going to put an alert here to let me know when it gets closer to there. Because there might be an opportunity to go into a very large long and go get a pretty reasonable scalp. So keep an eye on this total 3 market cap. But as you can see, the total 3 market cap right now, it's just getting lower highs, right? There's nothing to get excited about. It's just lower highs the entire time. The total 2 market or total 1 market cap of everything is the same thing. They're all making these expanding diagonals, and we're all wanting it to break a pattern. I mean, if you take a look at the total 2 market cap, which is all of the market cap minus Bitcoin, it's also just looking like that. It's not looking the best in any way at all, right? We know that there's a possible direction where it's heading. So the market looks horrible. There's not really much room for day trading right now, but every day I'm still going to grind. Make sure you guys check out the link below. I'm always going to catch trades here and there. There's going to be some days where I catch no trades, some weeks where I maybe only catch 1 or 2 trades. But that is the life of a day trader, where you put in the time, you put in the hustle, and eventually you'll catch a trade. And it's a lot better than just going AFK and waiting for the next cycle to come around, right? I want to put in some time. So if you guys want to come trade with me and learn with me, check out the link below. It's got a link to all of my Discord groups. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys in it. We're going to grind together. And now is a little bit of a slower season, I would say. So it's good to be part of a community that's very like-minded. I will end you guys here at 11 minutes, and I hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you have, all you got to do to support me is just hit the like button, and make sure you guys subscribe to me on YouTube and on Twitter if you haven't already. Until then, guys, let's just chill and see what happens. Give it a few more days, a few more weeks, and go from there. Bye now.